Hey guys, before we start the video, just real quick, there's a brand new code, Special Enjoy 2025 from the official Netmarble site. It is going to give you Traces of Shadows 202 and Skill Ruin Premium Volume 4 x 5. Shout out to Matazio and Flawless who gave me this, plus a quick message here from 2025 New Year from Netmarble directly. So greeting hunters, this is Solo Leveling Arise Operation Team. On the day of the New Year 2025, we extend our heartfelt greetings with renewed determination. Our operation team always places hunters as our top priority. To everyone who has supported Solo Leveling Arise, we wish you an abundance of happiness and hope all your New Year wishes come true. Looking back at 2024, we began our grand launch and raced through an eventful year. The time we spent with our hunters was incredible and meaningful, as we felt the immense interest and love you generously shared with us. While there were challenges along the way, we sincerely thank you for staying by our side. Additionally, we are committed to resolving the issues you bring to our attention with various channels as quick as possible. Thank you for supporting SLA and hopes it continues to grow and improve. As we move into 2025, we are diligently preparing to introduce diverse content aligned with the roadmap shared in the developer livestream. We aim to deliver a satisfying experience with updates and wealth of events tailored to our hunters, always striving for excellence. We hope Solo Leveling Arise continues to be a game we build together with our hunters in the new year. Your invaluable feedback and guidance are always welcome. Rest assured, we'll actively listen to your voices of our hunters throughout the various channels and use your input as a navigator guiding our updates. We look forward to returning soon with exciting news to answer your curiosity, as we promise to do our best to bring joy to our hunters through 2025. We kindly ask for your continued support this year as well. Wishing you a happy new year. Thank you. Now, with that being said, I want to give my take on 2024 and what's to come in 2025. Let's get into it. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Solo Leveling Arise video. Probably the last video of 2024, which is a pretty big deal. So first off, Happy New Year to a lot of you out in the world. I know for some of you guys, it's already close to January 1st. And I want to say big shout out to everyone for being a part of the community, for being amazing people, and also for helping me grow my channel to leaps and bounds to where I never thought I would ever reach. And also at the same time, being an amazing community to Solo Leveling Arise and just in general a gotcha universe. So let's talk a little bit about SLA in 2024 and what it brought to the game, the goods, the bad, the ugly, the amazing. But before we do that, I do want to do a big shout out to number one, to everyone who was supporting. Go click that support button. It's in every video. If you're waiting for codes, I'm going to be submitting them as soon as they're available, and I'll be sending those codes out as soon as they're approved. I want to give a big shout out to my top 10. IC64, Jokers, couple UNIDs, Lucy, UGD, Shadow, Long N, and a couple more NIDs here. This is this season's. Now remember, if you are a top 100 supporter, join the Discord. You will get a special role. Just prove that you are top 100, and then we will give you that role, and you'll have eligibility to win $100 gift card and PayPal. Plus anybody else who is on the Discord, if you're a YouTube member, you'll have another chance to win another $100 there. Plus anyone who's just a standard Discord member, you have a chance to win 50 plus another $100 to anyone who commented and supported in the video that talked about the giveaway. So all that is happening right now on the channel. 2025 is going to be a massive year, guys, for SLA and myself. So I plan to give a lot more back to the community from a monetary perspective, plus of course a lot of me. Now in 2024, my channel grew leaps and bounds. Now I will be playing the game a little bit while I talk, so bear with me. But before we do that, I was at 25,000 subscribers before SLA kicked in. Now we're kicking close to 88, almost going to be 89 probably by the time January kicks off. I'm hoping to hit 100K within, I don't know, by February, maybe March. So very excited for that, and I want to say big thank you to you guys. We've also got 1,000+ memberships now, and we give away members all the time. So memberships are a massive part of our community. Not only do you get a green cool title and a wicked SLA emblem in your name when you're actually part of the live streams or when you make comments, but at the same time you are eligible for codes early access, plus any early access content that I bring out, and I put you guys in the forefront when it comes down to giveaways. Most of you guys will get giveaways before everybody else. So very important, guys, and I want to say just a big thank you to everybody who has supported me throughout my journey. It's been a year and a half, 2 years now, almost coming back to YouTube, and it's been a hell of a difference this time around. So thank you again. Now, as for SLA, man, oh man, there is a lot going on with SLA, and I do want to break down 2024 and what this got. So SLA came out early access in April, right? I was one of the early access content creators to come out and play this game. I was one of the first ones to make pretty extensive guides when it came to stats, testing, etc. Right? And I fell in love with the game instantly. Like the combat, the graphics, the storyline, the game modes, the devs' ability to communicate, and all that stuff mattered a lot. Early access had a lot of problems though. One of the biggest problems early access had, of course, was the fact that we could not crit or we didn't have crit damage working in the game, and we didn't figure this out till really later on. And it was funny because when I reported it, Netmarble came back and said, "Oh, we'll fix it," and I was like, "Watch them not fix it till global released." And of course, in May, when global released, that's when they announced that crit damage was actually fixed. And at that point, it was already too late. I had already finished the game as SR only account, free to play, plus my pay to win account, of course. And then when global released, we of course made a brand new free to play account, which I'm currently using now, and we have been running with this account nonstop. Now, I do want to say, from an SLA perspective, this game is absolutely amazing when it comes down to free to play quality of life. There's nothing better out there, in my opinion, than SLA when it comes down to free quality of life. I know I've already praised this game so many times, but it can't be understated how important that is to make your free-to-play players feel special, and also to make them feel like, you know, they're an important part of your game, your gacha gaming, plus your company, right? And I think Netmarble understands the mission here, that free-to-play players are the majority of your audience. They're going to be the majority of your player base, and they've done nothing but cater. Whales have also had a lot of benefits here, where their accounts now are so powerful that they can beat any content, which makes them spend less. And that's kind of the goal at the end of the day for a lot of whales, is not to have to take money out of your pocket every single time to beat content. It's more like, hey, you know what? I've spent X amount of dollars. I should be able to beat and clear content. And that's something SLA does really well. So I do want to praise the devs on this. There's obviously a lot of praise, but there's also going to be some problems here that we're going to bring up too. One of the major praises here we also have to say is the fact that this game does enjoy giving the older units some love. We've seen a lot of buffs come this way, right? For example, a prime one of that is Wu, who was the biggest meme in the game, and then when they eventually did the $1 million buff on him, made him one of the better breakers and one of the better units to use, and they did the same thing with a lot of other units. Outside of one major unit that we all want to see a massive change for, and that is Choi, he unfortunately did not get the love he deserved, but it is what it is. We kind of had to deal with that as it came, right? So Choi is a bad example of what they should have done better, and they actually didn't, which is very unfortunate, because I find he is definitely one of the most popular characters in the manhwa and the anime. It just didn't show him enough love. So I really do hope next time around, guys, that we do see some change with Choi, and that hopefully, if he does have a second version coming, that he does come out with a better version that can crit and do better damage. So a lot of praise there. Now, of course, the introduction of a crap load of content and characters is something that we have to definitely talk about. WOBL was the biggest breath of fresh air for this game. After completing story mode and doing POD nonstop, WOBL brought us something we all really wanted, and that is the introduction of a raid system that would not only change the face of the game, but also how we played it, right? It was immersive, it was intense, and there was a lot of content to be had and a lot of farming. So, and then of course with that came the introduction of new sets, which some people loved, some people didn't, right? And then of course, not to take away that's from the Vulcan one, not to take away from Baron, of course. Baron was a lot of fun, but in my opinion, the Vulcan raid was way more intense and way more exciting than the Baron one. I thought the Baron was a little bit watered down in comparison, but still fun nonetheless, right? So WOBL was a big part of the introductions of new content, and I think they did an incredibly good job introducing it in 2024, and I hope we see more of it, which we will. We know we saw it on the roadmap for 2025. We have one in January coming up very soon, and we have another one coming up, of course, in the month of March. So that is incredible. Now, of course, another thing that they brought out is guild bosses, right? Now, guild boss is something that we've all kind of been, playing around with. Some of us care, some of us don't. Some of us do a lot of our dummy testing there, and it's one that was nice. It's a nice change of pace. It made it a little more multiplayer friendly, which is something the game did really require. And now that we finally got that multiplayer, we're looking for more multiplayer. And they've talked about the introduction of perhaps doing co-op eventually. And I think that's a very exciting notion to have SLA actually have co-op introduced into its world. And I think a lot of people are looking forward to that as well too. So co-op exciting. That's something that we obviously want to see. Plus we have a brand new boss coming, guys, for guild bosses, and that is the introduction of the Ant Queen coming in the month of February, I believe, right on the roadmap. So that's another really cool thing to look forward to. And then, of course, not to mention the introduction of the Battlefield of Time seasons, and the immense increase of rewards coming through from story mode. That was a big one, giving everybody the ability to summon way more, and of course free-to-play players to keep up with whales and dolphins. Now let's talk about a little bit of the bad, and I hope that's something in 2025 that they actually do change, and that of course is the optimization of mobile, which is still a massive problem for a lot of players, and they are still, you know, facing this issue still to the very day. But while we're talking, actually right now, people have been complaining that the fact that they can't even play their game on mobile without the circle of death, and I really do hope that they do address this problem fairly soon, because I think it's still a big one that is causing a massive amount of problems for the player base. So definitely something we have to address, something that Netmarble needs to focus on a little bit more, and I'm hoping they do so very soon. And solve this problem for us before, you know, it gets out of hand in 2025. Also, not to mention the banning. Yeah, they did discuss the banning. It's still happening, unfortunately. They did mention they will be taking care of the banning issues and lowering their anti-spam, anti-ban system a little bit more to help the player base out. But we're still getting that issue, and I'm hoping 2025 sees a massive change on that, where cheaters are actually being banned, and the whole community as a whole is not suffering from this. And then, you know, innocent players are losing trophies and being mad for 365 days, or, you know, 30 days, whatever the case may be. It's just affecting a lot of players, and I'm hoping that Netmarble does fix this problem. Oh, damn it, what did I miss here? Oh, you know what? I don't think I cleared the last one accidentally. That was my fault. So yeah, I mean, the introduction of simulation mode was another big one here, of course, and I'm using it right now. So Netmarble has done a great job in 2024. I could not be happier with the results of SLA. Honestly, the fact that it is still one of the hottest games out there right now in the gacha universe, and the fact that it is going to continue growing and continue getting better, makes me happy. I do hope they obviously fix some of the big issues that we have, the optimization, the banning being the two biggest ones, of course, and then a couple other smaller issues here and there. But overall, guys, 2024 was an incredible year. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you again for being a part of my journey. Thank you again for being part of the SLA community, and thank you for allowing me to make content for you and supporting me throughout. Live streams will return next week. I promise we're going to go full tilt on live streams again, and we're going to have a lot to do. So look forward to that. Pay to win content, free to play content coming, and 2025 is going to be a much bigger year than 2024. So I can't wait, guys. Again, this is Payne. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, everyone. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.